Hi guys, João de Gregorio here with another tutorial of the USF2000. This week it is Detroit. I hope you guys feel comfortable with this track because I know that the wall is very near, but after a few laps I start to feel comfortable here. I'm using the VRS configuration to this server, um, and I tried to press F1 or F3 or F8 to see my brake bias here, my brake balance, but I think it doesn't work on the replay, so I'm using 54.2. I'm gonna put on the description of this video, and let's see the full lap, and then I'm gonna explain it step by step, okay? So that's right, for the start finish line here, guys. I'm gonna aim the 300 board here, so I use this as my reference. Slightly on the brakes, I just want to rotate the car as much as I can because it's a high-speed corner. See, I'm using trail braking just to make sure that my front end is gonna stick to the corner. You can use this curb here, but just with one wheel. If you try to ride the middle of the car on it, it I tried on the tests and didn't work so well. So I think just one wheel here, you can ride it. And then I'm gonna aim this drain wash here, this draining here, uh, as my acceleration point. I'm just smooth on the acceleration here, as you can see, just to make sure that my weight transition it's not so fast or so strong that I can upset the car. And as soon as I feel that my car is gonna stick to the corner, I'm gonna try 100% acceleration here. See, I'm not using 100% because I know that I will hit the wall. And then when I had the confidence, I hit 100%. This jump with the USF2000, I didn't have problems on the tests. I think the car is not fast enough to jump high and upset the momentum of the car. For here, I'm using the 300 board here as my reference, so heavy on the brakes here. And as soon as I get to this white part of the wall, I'm gonna start releasing my brake pressure and turning. So I'm gonna aim this bent part of the curb here, the 90-degree part of the curb, but just slightly of it. If you hit with the middle of the car here, you're gonna jump and you're gonna lose the momentum of the corner. I think I hit too much curb here. I could hit less curb to be fast around the corner. And then return to acceleration smooth. Try to make the weight transition smooth, because I think Detroit is concrete and not asphalt, so the car slides a lot here. For this second, for this third corner here, I didn't have a reference until I saw the replay. There is a tire mark on the concrete. You can use that as the reference to brake, but I didn't use it. I just brakes. I just feel that I need to brake and brake. So uh, I tried to search around here, but it's so difficult to find a braking point here. Try to rotate the car with a little trail braking, and then as soon as I have confidence, I start to acceleration, but again smooth. For this track, we're gonna have to acceleration smooth all the way, because otherwise you're gonna understeer and hit the wall. I, I just clipped the wall here. Nothing broke on the car, but I really feel that I touched the wall. For this next corner, I use this lamp post here as my brake reference. As soon as I pass through it, again, smooth on the brakes and smooth on the reacceleration, because you want to rotate the car without upsetting it. So you just want to be as close as possible with this curb. Don't ride over this curb, because you're gonna understeer and hit the wall on the outside. So just try to make it around. Just try to make smooth corner here. It's not a part that you can gain a lot of time, but it's a part that you can lose a lot of time in your race. And for this next corner, I'm gonna using this auto builders banner here, the first one. As soon as I pass the start of the the banner, I'm gonna brake. Like I said, always smooth on the brake and smooth on the reacceleration. Try to be as close as possible to the inside here. I could go a little closer to the wall here, but the idea is to make the car smooth to reacceleration early, and not 100% in in the beginning. I just want to accelerate early but gradually, so my car will not oversteer. For here, I tried to be closer to the wall, but the car was bottoming when the floor of the car was hitting the ground. So the best way I could find was to follow the white line with the tires over this concrete section here, so you can acceleration without hitting the bottom of the car. For this next corner, we're gonna brake at 300 board. It's a hard braking zone, again like the corner number 2. And again, as soon as I start to turn my wheel, I'm gonna release the brakes. Here again, you have to just touch the curb here. Don't try to ride over it, because you're gonna jump and understeer, and you could lose the control of the car or hit the wall. And again, smooth on the acceleration. I just want to rotate the car without losing so many speed here. So for this next corner, I wait until my car is fully aside of this part here, just around here. As soon as I align my car to make the corner, I start to brake just under the bridge. So smooth on the brakes here, because it's a very bump section. This part is so bumped that it's very difficult to drive around here. Don't touch this curb. You can go like me, just slightly on the curb, but do not try to ride over it, because again, you're gonna understeer and hit the wall on the outside. And again, the transition between the acceleration and the braking section and the acceleration need to be smooth, because it's very bumpy here, and the car can understeer or oversteer. It's gonna catch you by surprise. So very difficult part. For here, I enter full throttle on this corner, and then as soon as I feel my car understeer, I'm gonna release the acceleration and maintain just a little bumps, just a little pumps on the acceleration, on the throttle, so I can make the car rotate without losing too many speed, too much speed here. The idea is to make the corner without not braking so much. We're gonna brake here as soon as my car align, be straight here. So here is our braking point. The next part, the last part was just circling the corner. I don't know if I can say that, but just go around the corner. You don't want to gain a lot of speed, but you could lose a lot of speed here, because if you don't pump the acceleration. For here, slightly on the brakes. I think I did on the first gear here, just to help me rotate the car. Yes, first gear. Again, don't ride over the curb. I did here, but the speed was very well, and I didn't understeer. And this blue line section here, this blue line part, um, it's a very tricky one. The road has, I don't know if it is a bump, if it is called a bump, but it's like a depression on the concrete part here, and you can lose the rear end so easily if you go full throttle over there. So be sure that you you are almost straight before you give 100% of the throttle, because it is a very difficult one. I think it's the most difficult corner of this circuit. I think this part is the most difficult of the track. We're gonna aim here the 200 board, again slightly on the brakes. I don't want to understeer here, because understeer I'm gonna hit the wall, and if I start to oversteer here, the track have a bump, and I can oversteer and again hit the wall. So see that I'm just controlling the throttle, just to make sure that I can go around the corner. And again, it's just a throttle control here, try to not lose the momentum of the car. Try to be as close as possible with this curb without riding it, because again, yeah, it's good to do a full throttle here, but just a mistake and your race is over. So try to be close with the wall here, and try to be close with the wall in every part of the circuit. But I think it's confidence for this track. Confidence is gonna play the role. So thank you guys. This was the tutorial, and if you have any doubt, you can message me. So that's it for this week. See you on next week.